Hello and welcome to another episode here on Cherry Hills Farm. We are going to do a bit of field cleanup. Yesterday, in our previous episode, we harvested this field, and we actually did a couple of other tasks as well, one of which was some mowing, and we also did some ploughing. So those were all running in yesterday's episode. So off camera, this field was finished, and we finished field 3, although not particularly prettily, but it's done, or the bulk of it's done. And here we have field 1. Now, as you can see, we have nice tracks of straw. So basically, when we harvested the field, we let the harvester drop the straw. And we are currently set up with this Massey Ferguson with the Nadal wind rower and our Crone loading trailer. And we are going to go around here and essentially pick up the straw. And we will essentially just sort of scoot around and collect the straw. And then we will take this back to the farm as we need to unload, and we'll drop it in the silo in the first instance. But we'll probably then take it from there into the composter near one of the BGAs, probably to get that up and running. So let's make a start. First off, let's get everything turned on and pickups lowered and all that kind of good stuff. So that's the wind rower done. The forage wagon done. The wind rower is essentially a little bit more fun. We have these kind of wings or bunny ears, essentially, that kind of open up. Now, the great thing about this wind rower is you can literally, as you can just about see, we can kind of pick up 2 rows of straw in one. It actually helps with the time it takes to do a field. So that is kind of unfolded. Let's get it lowered and turned on, and we can make a start. Now, I'm just wondering, actually, we might try using GPS mod to help us out a little bit. I'm just trying to remember all the keys for GPS mod. So I can't remember what I set up for the other key. Yes, anyway, let's just sort of crack on. As you can see, we're kind of picking stuff up here. So I just needed to actually just tweak something there. I had to quickly do off camera to get this up and running again properly. Okay, so we're going to use GPS mod to help us out a little bit, make life a bit easier going in a straight line. As you can see, we're kind of tootling along nicely now. We will have to kind of turn off GPS mod when we do the bits at the top where the field is a little bit oddly shaped, but these straight sections are good. So we're going to pick up the straw and kind of get going here. Hopefully we'll get at least a full trailer out of this field. That would be really good for us. That's where the field kind of sweeps now, so let's kind of turn this off the GPS track, and we kind of have to move ourselves a little bit more gently. Hopefully we don't lose too much to the curve, essentially. So this is these fields are all a little bit weirdly shaped, so you kind of have to adapt to that I haven't actually been down this end of the field, and I just noticed, I was hoping this was just plain grassland, but it's actually a ton of trees down here. So one of the things I was actually planning to do, and I might have to revisit that idea, is a bit of a let's play session which is going to cover clearing around these fields. The thing is, and that's the interesting thing here, is we might not be able to do the let's play as I kind of hoped to be able to do. Just want to kind of make sure I get all of this, because that's a lot. Is we do let's play on the kind of tree clearance, but looking at this, there's a ton of trees, and that's actually a lot of logging work, so we could end up with quite an episode of tree obliteration for basically clearing out around this field. So there's a lot of trees there, so it could be quite a logging episode. Luckily we do actually have a Scorpion King set up on the farm down here, so we will just move that down and set that up. So what we can now do is we're on to straight-ish line territory. Let's get GPS mod up and kind of calibrated, and turn that guy on, and we should be able to just do this now, this row at least. We have 150,000 litres, so that's great. So this is one of those ones where we just got to be a little bit careful, because effectively there's still a curve in this field. Obviously where the combine actually went through and kind of went through this section. I don't want to lose too much, but I don't want to kind of miss as well, so effectively going to get lined up. So I hope, will fill the trailer by the end of this row, and then we'll take this up to the farm and we'll drop this off, and that will basically, that's kind of done. So one of the things I do when I do a row is, and basically end up in this situation, is I will actually drop off the windrower here, because it is generally kind of awkward to move around with, gates and the like, and through silos and so on. So effectively I just take it off on the field, and that's also, I know, it's all lined up as well for carrying on the pickup. So that is the first load of this kind of done, so that's great. So I reckoned we definitely get more than 200,000 litres, and we could get a lot more. Basically my plan is I want to get some BGA up and running, some BGA activity. I want to get the animals sorted, I want to get the composters running, and straw is great for that. So this initial field, I think, and what I'm hoping, will sort of yield probably around 600,000 litres of straw and similar material, as it were. We can then put 200,000 of this into a composter. We can put some into the TMR. We have some silage already. We'll probably do some more grass, which we need to turn into hay for TMR. I want to get a ton of TMR done because I kind of want to have the cows set up as well. So get that unloaded. So this trailer is really good. It picks up a lot. We've got 200,000 litres of straw just there alone. That was really good. So let's kind of head back out to the field. We'll have to do this a few times, so that is kind of the thing here. We only have one of these trailers, but we only have one of these set up, so it's just a case of we just rinse, repeat. As you can see, we've kind of as the server ticks over, we've kind of made some money. We sold some stuff and the like, so got some harvest income. So we're now up to €500,000 or pounds. I think I should actually set the server to be pounds. I thought I did, but it seems to be set at euros. So for you Americans, it's dollars. For Europeans, it's euros, and for us Brits, it is pounds. It is a one-to-one exchange rate on Farming Sim, but it's essentially a bit of wishful thinking by somebody. They want the euro and the pound and everything else to be the same value. Okay, so let's go back onto the field and grab our wind rower and then start off the kind of next phase. Just turn around and give a bit of distance to sort of roll up on the unit. Kind of want to creep a little bit. Attach that. It's all sorted. Okay, let's lower the pickup. Let's turn on the trailer. Turn on the wind rower. And let's start again. And we just need to make this turn because of course this is on a corner. And wow. I have no idea what happened there, but literally the pickup trailer doesn't seem to want to pick up anything. It's too much for it in the pile. That is actually kind of interesting. See how much I mean literally I think the pickup for the trailers actually kind of just swamped. That's actually kind of funny. So let's just try and do this in an organized way. We don't want to lose too much of this because there is actually a good amount there. So we have to kind of go over this a couple of times, but that should now all be picked up. That's great. Let's switch the direction. Oops, kind of our GPS mod to help with the new side. Move that over a tad and let's enable GPS steering. So there we are. We can do this line and pick up the straw. There might not be that much on these. It doesn't appear there's a huge amount. there is enough, and it is a good amount, so there's quite a bit at the end there. I think we're losing a lot actually on the pickup trailer. I'm not sure why that's happening. Is it because we're going too quick? I've not actually had it do this before. This is actually kind of intriguing. That trailer's usually pretty good for picking up when we're stuck on the thing. Switching to four-wheel drive. I mean, we should usually, this trailer's actually usually very good at picking up, and it just seems to be lacking today. The wind dryer is behaving differently from how it has in the past, but that's fine. We do seem to have quite a lot left on this row, but that's okay. So let's kind of turn ourselves around a little bit and get ourselves situated for the next row. And I really don't want to kind of mess up stuff, but oops, whoa, too far. Right, let's get GPS mod kind of reconfigured for the new direction. I don't know why it's doing it that way. I kind of want it to go that way. That's better. Move that a little bit to the left. Tell it to use GPS. And let's kind of go for pickup. Yeah, so we're kind of tootling on more nicely. Move this slightly to the right. We're already at 100,000 litres. We're half, we've kind of almost done 2 rows. And we've got half a trailer full of straw, so we shall kind of now have to do this on the turn without the GPS, and that's fine. It's okay to kind of leave a little bit. I mean, I say there's a huge amount of straw in this field, and we'll definitely have at least 3 trailers full, I think. I'm pretty sure we'll get a nice bit of straw here. Okay, so we need to sort of kind of loop back around, so let's back up and we're going to make a turn to the next section. Try and get this as so we get as much of the both sides as possible. And of course it's a sweeping turn, so as you can see we're very close to being full. Okay, so let's just nip across here and we'll turn around. Actually we won't, because we are full. We will turn around actually and get lined up for the down part of the row, and then we'll drop off the wind dryer and go and set up for the next bit. So let's drop the wind dryer and back up, and let's head back to the farm. So yeah, here we go. So when we actually head back, what I will actually do, we will sort of take a little mini break from I think this straw, and we shall set up, I think, let's see, what do we need to do? So we actually do need to do a couple of tasks, and what I'm going to do is this field 3 needs fertilizing ahead of planting. Maybe not actually, because let's just get field 3 planted. I'm actually thinking, yes, let's do field 3 plant. I don't really mind doing just one level of fertilization on field 3 for its first growth, actually. So let's get that seeded. Yes, that's a good plan. So we're going to drop the straw off, and then we're going to start off the seeding of field 3 here at Jones's farm. And yes, let's do that. I don't mind not having full fertilization, so we won't get maximum yield on it this time, but we will after the next one, because we'll be able to run the rotation of chopped straw, manure, and seed from the seeding run. So let me just kind of drop this around the corner. I kind of smashed the tractor into the wall. Okay, let's just stop him here. And what we need is a seeding tractor, so that's group 6, and this one will do because we are going to do a standard crop. On this we're not going to do corn or anything, we're going to do, I think we will do barley actually. Yes, we will do barley on this field. Now, because of the way this field is shaped, I'm kind of growing to the idea of starting most things from this edge. Now, the reason for that is there's a sort of gnarly bit on the far edge, which if a tool can't reach, I am not that fussed about. And this has got a good straight edge on it to start. So because this is the first time we use this equipment, I'm going to turn off the AI vehicle extension on this particular piece of equipment. We're going to use the standard thing. So we have set up seed. Oops, hold on, I need to select seed. We want barley. and we can just edge a little bit further forward, hit helper and let him start. And let's just have him underway. Let's just see how he goes for a little bit to see how this guy is performing. So we'll only get one level of fertilization because of the setup on this first time as the first pass on this field. Although I might run over it with the fertilization spreader later. Might do that off camera. So yes, we have this guy running. He's running quite nicely with our horse Pronto 9 DC. It's only a 9 meter spread on this, but it's okay. There is one which I can't remember if I added the mod to the server for this, but I should just check. Did I add it or not? Yes, I did. This guy, I might buy this one. It's a big cedar, but it doesn't do all the crop types. So it's kind of a bit of a pain because of that. This one does a lot more of it does the multi-fruits, for instance, and that's important. So we're doing barley. That's fine. It's not a hugely saleable crop, but it's not bad. We actually should do some selling because we do have a lot of wheat. We could sell some to get castaways swamped with grain, as it were. But we do have lots of places to sell, so we shall sort of look at that. We'll look at invest in different crop types as well later. So we'll sort of rotate through crops to basically get some high sort of cost crop, sort of high payback crops. But one of the reasons why we're using barley and wheat is they have a really good yield. So although they may not sell for as much, they do actually generate more of it when we do a harvest. And on a big field, you can get a considerable amount out of a field as a result. So we are nearing the end of the field, so that is cool. And we can never there. So we are nicely ending the field, which is cool. Let's just head back up to the old farmstead. And somewhere is the Massey Ferguson. So we've started that off. That's going to work nicely in the background, and we'll get that field sorted for us in the background. Meanwhile, we will kick off with the rest of this field. And this should actually take us, it's going to take us a little bit of time to do this field, to be honest. It's going to, I think it'll probably take me probably another 30 minutes to an hour to finish off this field, which I will do off camera because I know you guys like to watch, but seriously, watching me actually do this is probably not what you want to do for the next hour of your life. So with that, I'm going to head this back to the field, and I am going to sort of close off this episode at that point. Thank you for watching. We'll do another episode in a little while as well. You'll see definitely the next episode I think is going to be a logging related episode where we'll actually be doing some stuff around the kind of farm area, specifically around here with some trees, sort of cutting down some of these trees around the edges of this field. I kind of want to open up what is essentially field 19 and try and get it a little bit wider by removing some of the trees at the edges. give me a bit more grass space. And I'm probably going to then venture into this spot here where we're kind of turning around. You see you've got kind of rows of trees here. I'd like to kind of start making my way into those, and you know, this is one of the tasks for the multiplayer server. I think someone's going to spend a lot of time, hopefully, logging. I really like to get, as someone who likes logging, you know, I do actually enjoy it. It's kind of therapeutic cutting trees down, but definitely something that it's a task that will be getting done. So thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed today's episode, thank you, and please hit the like button, and if you want to see more of the series, please hit the subscribe button. And with that, thank you everyone, and goodbye.